Wait, that's rude. Okay? Nobody can bully people.
Everybody can bully everybody. When people are talking about someone, you want to bully them because you don't like what they're saying about your fucking
because you're not the one strong. You're not saying anything right. You just show that you're bitter. You just show that you're
bitter. Can't people
because you're not making anything. It just shows that you're bitter. You're fighting your meeting somebody. If you I'm sorry to say you're blind.
Leave them. All of these bitches, they're looking for men to sleep with them, motherfuckers.
I tell you what,
they're looking for men. Dirty bastards.
Jack, do you know where you are, Jack?
I am telling you, you're gonna start sweating if I show you. See where I am. Your mother's gonna start sweating, motherfuckers.
Can you keep quiet?
Orgasm, that's what you're having right now. Because I talk about you're having orgasm. Just talking about your motherfuckers.
I tell you one thing today. You can at least take this home. Jack, scammers. I tell you, Jack, scammers don't stay long in the game.
Shut up.
You know what I mean? Like scammers don't stay long in the game.
That's why I'm upset.
If you see a scammer,
you can cry me a river. I don't give a shit, man. I don't give two hoots, man.
Okay, you can't tell who scammer is. When you see a scammer,
I'm even using you guys. I'm using you to eat anyway. I'm eating while I'm talking to you.
You're depressed. That's what I see about you. You just sound bitter. To be honest, the guy has done anything. So there is no point going about somebody that you don't know. You can never be in your life. Why are you bitter? Why you bitter? I don't like to go this route with people. I don't throwing batters and things like that. You just have to say the truth. Don't say it as it is that.
Is it Lady Chan or Lady Chin Chon? Lady Chin Chon, what the fuck is wrong with you, motherfucker?
Jack, you grow mad. Let me tell you, you grow mad.
Are you from China, man? Do I look like your pot belly? Your pot belly. You want to see me? You want to see where I live, motherfucker? Then you see me. You're going to start sweating, motherfuckers. Lady Chin Chan. Are you from China? You're like a pirated copy, man.
Open your camera.
You're a pirated copy.
You're living in a one-room house, Jack. Open your camera. I challenge you, Jack. Open your camera.
In the realm of fantasy, you're gonna fucking die there, motherfucker.
We in Nigeria, come to the UK, can't find a proper job, get in one room house, no friends, no company, get depressed, frustrated, go around shouting like mad cows. Open your camera if you don't live in a one room house, Jack. I challenge you.
If you are smart, if you are
smart, you know that I do not have up to 1,000 followers, and I cannot open camera.
If people talk to
you are very unintelligent. You this Chin Chon, motherfucker. You are so fucking unintelligent. I'm feed your baby at home. Give them breast. Stop giving Yomi your fucking pot belly. Stop giving them your fucking completed breast.
You
don't give just breast milk to your fucking homeless abandoned children. Lady Chin Chan.
Mr. Jack, I bet.
Lady Chin Chan.
Women in the UK. That's what I do, Jack. When around fucking all women in the UK.
Look, I'm just gonna leave you now. You can cry me a river. Cry me a river.
Look at the guy now.
Oh my God, I've lost my voice. I would have just loved to just talk.
It's okay.
You will not love that voice, though. Bring that voice back, Jack. You fucking idiot. Fuck shit. Fuck you, Jack.
Shame, Maya. It's okay.
Fuck me, Jack. But you keep licking your miss asses, man. Keep pleasing your miss bed, motherfucker. Keep pleasing your meat to bed. Keep licking the ass.
We are
Keep
not here
licking
for
the
this.
ass. Lick the
What
ass,
are
lick
you
the ass.
people doing
Lick
now?
the ass.
We cannot engage
Take
anymore.
it,
Is
bump
that
it
why
up.
we are wasting our data?
Fuck you, Jack. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Jack, please
Stop
mute.
calling
Don't
them
say
in the
anything
UK.
again, Jack.
Keep calling
Mute,
them.
please.
It's
Okay,
yours.
I'm done.
Only
I'm done.
you
I'm
can
done
use
with
F
you.
word.
Yo,
You can
Jack,
use
bitch,
the
I'm
F
please.
done.
word
Peace
so
out.
Jack,
well. I can
Jack,
use the
I'm
F
please.
word
out.
so well.
Jack,
Uh,
You
can you mute or
bitch,
motherfucker.
drop?
yo,
Can you
bitch,
just
yo,
mute
bitch,
or
I'm out,
drop?
man.
You
I'm out,
fucker.
bitch. I'm
You
out, bitch. Yo,
So
I'm
do
out.
motherfucker.
that, Jack.
Fucker,
I'm
Jack,
done
do
with
fucker,
it.
you, man.
idiot.
I'm
Fucker.
done
Mute
with
if
you.
you want to
I
mute,
wrecked
or
it enough
drop
Fucker.
if you
already.
want to
You,
drop.
you are a
You
wrecker
fucker.
already. I wrecked you already.
Fucker.
You finished. You
Fucker.
are a finished product already.
Fuck idiot.
Nobody wants to use
You
Chinchon.
fucking
Nobody wants to
idiot.
use Chinchon. Chinese product,
Fucking.
pirated product at this point, man.
Fucking. Fucking idiot. Fucking man. Fucking idiot.
Jack, can
Fucking
you please
dog.
mute? Jack,
Fucking
mute.
dog.
Let her just mute,
Fucking
please, Jack.
peace.
Mute for
Idiot.
God's sake. Mute.
You think you
Don't
can use
unmute.
the F word? I can use the F word more than you. Don't try that your nonsense again next time. You come here, people are talking and you're being disrespectful, insulting people. You think I can insult more than you 1 million times? Try that again. Foolish dog. Depressed motherfucker. Idiot.
The
Try that
GoFundMe,
again next time.
the
I'm not looking for you.
GoFundMe
I'm
Try
looking
that.
that
for
you
that.
guys are not
I'm looking
after
for
them.
that
But
Firefox with a
you
big
guys
Try
are
that
headed,
again.
expect to put
with a
Jack
big
Try
headed
that
thing
Jack
that,
again,
is
that
Jack.
in his
Jack.
head.
What kind
Stupid
of
man.
nonsense
That
is
big
this?
head. I'm
Foolish.
looking for that boy. Pot belly,
Okay,
Foolish.
back then.
looking
Foolish
like
Go
man.
follow
looking like
Como. Como will
looking
be
like some
putting
kind
Jack,
of
Jack
Jack,
and
some
Jack
kind of
Jack,
and
can
Jack
you
is
please
undescribable
Jack.
mute?
animal.
You
Jack,
foolish
please
man.
mute,
Foolish man.
please. Don't
Foolish
say
idiot.
anything again, please.
Foolish
Somebody
man.
should mute for one
Try
person.
that
Let her
nonsense
talk,
again.
please.
Try
Jack,
it.
let her say,
You've not lost the
let her
voice.
talk.
Hey, what do you mean my laptop? Don't even try there. Don't even try. Don't even go there, madam.
So
Don't
the
even
way you
go
people
there.
are shouting together, you
Hey, you
think
people
we
are
are
who?
okay with it?
Hey, what you say? You people, who's you people?
One by one, one by one.
You
Don't even
people
come
are
after me.
who? I don't care.
Don't
Who
come
is you
after me.
people?
Talk. I will mute for you when
Who
you
is
finish
you
talking.
people? I don't
Then
care.
another person
If you
will
have to
mute.
go
I'm not
and
gonna
call
reply
my
you. I'm
name,
not gonna be
idiot.
barking like
Call
this.
my name.
Continue
Who is
talking.
you people?
Jack, please
Don't try
don't
that.
unmute yourself.
Don't
Let her
try
talk.
that. Not even me. They are not that you go and like the camera and drag people. Don't even try. Idiot. Badly brought up dog. Foolish.
Aduke, maybe I still
Don't
have
try
questions
that.
for you because you keep saying
God's one,
like
just please
they are
mute. Let's
Let
do
actually
it
her
one
let
by
him
threatening.
one.
try. Let the
After
foolish
They
she
are
and
finish,
don't
threatening
even
your
try.
son.
I don't care
Can
you
you
God's
put
one.
that
try.
your
If you
son
try.
God's
in the
one. If you
camera?
want to say
Stupid
something
hatred
to me,
from
please let her
stupid seed.
finish. Let her finish. Then you will say your own, so we
Shut
can
the
hear
fuck
our own
up,
one by one.
stupid girl. Very
So
finish
God's
a
own, God's
dirty.
word.
You're
If
very
she
foolish,
finish talking,
Aduke.
you can
You're
unmute
very
and talk.
dog, yeah. Aduke, you're too foolish. Too foolish. No wonder all the support the render you have done because of your bad attitude, badly brought up girl. And you'll never see it. You're badly brought up if you don't know, I'll tell you. Badly brought up girl. Fucking idiot. They are nonsense. You take people and go and light on your camera. Go and put me there and call my name. Foolish dog. Illiterate. Go stay in
Ìwọ
your
tó ń
Asian
ṣàmìt
country.
jọ ń torí
Go stay in
Ọlọ́run
your
ajá.
Asian country and
If
be
you
doing your
don't
house
back
girl help
finish,
there. Why you
mute.
stand there doing
Tó
your
bá
house
ti
girl
go
help?
dáadáa tán,
Don't come here be
mute.
talking to people, eh? Foolish girl. Dirty. Go and get educated. Do you even have a degree? Do you even have a degree? Go and get an education. Go and get a school. Learn something. And maybe at the end even forgive you and pay your school fees. Dirty, stupid dog.
Papagano,
Unlike
why
your
do you
camera, I'm
mute me in
waiting
the
for you.
comment
Mama,
section?
Light your
mama, no
camera. I'm
vex.
waiting for
Anybody
you.
will
They
mute,
dey change
Idiot.
anybody
your
that will
tune
mute
now.
me in the
Black and
comment
Stupid
white.
section.
girl.
If the
You're
moderator mute
too
me in the
stupid.
comment section,
You're too stupid,
ẹ jọ̀ọ́
Aduke.
ẹ mute
Alright,
You're
mi
too
o.
everyone calm
stupid.
down.
Ẹ
That's
hàn
Now
fine.
mí
to
in
the
the
Your
very
comment
camera.
next
section o.
That is
That's
This
you.
fine.
Aduke,
Jack,
go
you
light your
post you
camera.
post this,
Foolish idiot.
people were having like an intelligent
Aduke, go
conversation
and light.
until you came in and started saying Yomi this, Yomi that. It wasn't even about Yomi. Nobody was talking about him until you came in
Yeah.
like you had a personal vendetta against this guy. I don't think life should be like this. What's the thing? Can
Swallow,
you
please let her
you now
finish
saying
before you
that you've
unmute
not
and
really
talk.
heard
Please let
anything?
her
You
finish.
don't know anything good that this guy has
And
done
why
in
tell the
justice for
drop again
Mohbad?
now?
Is he the one that killed Mohbad? He's not the one that killed Mohbad. At least have an intelligent conversation. If you have any reason to go against him, it's
Swallow, please
fine.
let's do it
You
one by
know,
one.
you
Please
have
let her
you have
finish.
you have
Then
the
we
right
talk
to
here.
your opinion, right? So you don't have to go the route of insulting people and things like that. You can have an intelligent conversation, not about cursing, like cooling people out and things like that. If you cool him as karma, you can easily tell us, give us examples of what you think he's done that he had scanned people, because I feel like he has the right to travel at any point in time. He's been traveling before justice for Mohbad. I don't think this should be a problem.
Zainab, can you
He
please
took his
mute?
son to
Zainab, mute
safety, right?
yourself, please.
He took his son to safety, so
When
I don't think that should be anybody's
MLH finish,
problem.
then you can
You know
talk.
what I mean?
Zainab,
It
please
shouldn't be
mute.
anybody's problem that,
Zainab,
oh, he traveled.
Zainab,
He
please
doesn't even
mute
have to tell
you.
anybody. Please,
Zainab,
can you let me
one by
talk? Please, you're
one.
talking over me.
What's over now?
Okay, I'll mute for you to go on then.
Good afternoon, people.
Okay, thank you, NHL. I'm not gonna engage you and I'm not gonna reply you. Next person, please.
I'm not even talking to you. I'm not even talking to
Oh
you.
my
I'm
God,
not.
stop
But you
fighting.
mention
Stop
my name.
And he
fighting
You
doesn't
mention
even
now.
my
have to
name,
answer me. I'm
and
not
you must
talking
be
to
an
you because I
idiot
don't
for
have no
mentioning
business
my
with you.
name without even
Okay? I'm
alluding
not
to it.
talking
You
to
are
you.
an
I never
idiot.
mentioned
You
your
must be
name.
stupid.
All right?
You must be foolish for mentioning my
You're
name.
sick.
Thank you.
You
Next
are
person.
sick. Like Lady Chan said, you need to go and get some education. That's your problem now because you misinterpret everybody because you're not
Aduke, you're
educated.
the idiot.
Okay?
You're
You
the
need to go
Next
idiot.
back to
person,
school.
please.
You're the
As
very
little
foolish
as you
idiot,
are,
Aduke.
as
Very
little as you
stupid,
are,
foolish
you
girl.
you
Small girl. Small girl that should humble
I
herself and
beg you, I
benefit
will
from
mute you
people.
for
That
comment
haven't
section
mean well in
now,
their heart. You
please.
mess everything up. Instead of you to go
didn't
around,
mention
instead
your
of you to
name.
go
I'm
and
just
think
giving my
twice
submission about
and
what I
amend
think
yourself,
about
you come
that.
here and
And
open
then
your
you keep
dirty mouth and
interrupting
shit.
me. Why are
This
you so
foolish girl.
rude?
Stupid
Because
girl.
you
You're
people
just
are
so
bad.
badly
Very
brought
You
up.
stupid
people
girl.
need it to do it one by one. If you want to talk, do it
You're
one
a
by
very
one. You
stupid
understand?
girl, okay? And you never learn. That's why
Why
you
are you
end up.
people
You end
battling
up like that.
together? Say
No
it one
help
by
will come
one.
your way. Very stupid girl. You cannot learn from your
Lady Chan,
mistakes.
when you are done,
I shut
allow
the
another
fuck up,
person to
madam.
talk.
When I'm done, I will stay
Lady
quiet.
Chan,
I'll pass my message to you because you don't even
Lady
listen to
Chan,
people.
when you are
You don't
done,
listen.
allow another person to
Someone like
talk.
you who don't listen and who don't forgive, you're an idiot.
Let's mute
Badly
for
brought up
her,
girl. From every
please.
indication,
Guys,
you're
let's
badly
mute
brought
for
up.
her. Let me
You're
mute for
very
her
badly
so
brought
she
up, and
can
you end up
talk.
like that. You continue being the house help that you are.
Yeah. You know
Foolish
what? You
idiot.
know what? I'm just gonna drop
She's
this
an
and leave
idiot.
here. To all of you
Idiot.
that have been castigating
Fucking
Yomi
idiot.
Fabi, I don't know him, okay? To all of you that have been sick about him, I don't know what your problem is. It just appears that you guys are bitter. I don't know what you want from the guy. He's not the one that killed Mohbad. He's only trying to help. If you call him a scammer, I'm gonna tell you this. You can take this home. Scammers don't stay long in the game, okay? They get what they come for and then they disappear. Do you understand what I mean? He has a name to protect, and everybody knows who this guy is. And I don't think he's been involved in any kind of saga or or whatever scandal in the past. So why all this like, oh, he wants money, he wants this, he wants that? Whose business is that?
Good
Did you ever
afternoon.
contribute
Good
any
afternoon,
money to
MLH.
him? You've
Good
never
afternoon.
contributed money. Like, if you want to
Hello,
castigate
madam,
people,
calm down.
then you should have
Nobody
Good
ever
afternoon,
reason.
criticize
MLH.
Yomi
No.
family on this
Let's
platform.
engage. Let's engage.
Nobody
Let's
ever
engage.
criticize him. So
Good
just
afternoon,
calm
No,
down.
everyone.
look, Ja, you literally just joined. You didn't listen to what he's been saying from since he joined. We were having I've been listening to all the conversation and it's been intelligent
Okay.
until he came in and started saying Yomi,
People are
Yomi
not
this, Yomi
allowing
that.
us to
We're
engage.
tired of
We are
this.
not
We don't even
MLH,
wanna
engaging.
we
MLH,
don't wanna
Okay,
MLH,
answer
okay.
that
No, I
question.
got you now. I
MLH,
got you now.
hold on.
Just
MLH.
okay.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can
Jack,
hear
I
Jack,
you.
hold on.
started
Jack,
I
Jack,
started the
Jack, hold
intelligent
on.
conversation on this
Jack,
platform
No, no,
today.
Jack,
no, no.
mute
You're
yourself
not the
for a
way.
It
minute.
was
Jack,
when
Jack,
it was
listen.
when an
You
animal,
started
when
you
that fire
started a
first came in
conversation that you
to attack.
spoiled it
Jack,
by being
Jack,
insulting.
And
I
calm
then
down
you
a
promised
spoiled
bit.
it
myself
By
I
by
will
being
being
never allow
insulting, Jack.
anybody who's not using
You
their head,
call people
anybody
fucking
going
you
about to
Jack,
be
it
rude or
was
to
the
be
way
defend
you
anybody
were
up and
going
down.
You
about
I will
shouldn't
not
it.
have
allow them
used
to
that.
bully
That's
anybody
what
on this
spoiled
platform,
everything.
on this
If
app.
you were talking and not
I
using
will
the F word,
dissect all of them.
everyone
I
would
will
have gone
let them
on
know that
nicely. You
they got
started being
they got the
insulting,
food.
Jack. You spoiled it. You started being insulting.
How did
And
I
you
spoil?
didn't apologize
How did
for
I
that.
spoil it? How did I
You
spoil
told
it?
people, you called me the F word. You were using F word on people. Don't
On
do
who?
that.
On who? On who? Mention
Don't
on
do
who?
that, mister. Don't do
On
that.
who
Because
did
if you
I?
do
You
it,
see,
I
that's the
can do it
problem. When
more
I
than
ask you a
you.
question, you can't answer.
Eh? If you
I ask
ask
you
me
on who.
nicely, I'll answer to you. If you ask me nicely, I'll answer you. But you will
I
not
never
ask me with
used
that
any
tone,
curse
idiot.
word
Shut the fuck up,
until
man.
Firefox, until the big headed boy came in. The pot belly boy came in.
No, Jack,
Talking on
remember
And
curse.
what
you
happened
pulled
when you
him
came
out.
in there?
Jack, you pulled him out. That was
And it's
why
your
he
own
came
belly,
up.
not pot
Remember?
belly. Mind
You
your own
pulled him
belly.
out. That was why he came up.
Papariano,
You need to ask me why I
who
mention his
Man,
name.
blocked
shut
I
the
who
fuck
mention his
up.
name
Shut the
who
fuck
who
up.
because
mute you
something
for not
happened.
Shut the
shouting?
Wait,
fuck up,
let me
man.
explain
Moderation in
myself.
the
Let me
Shut the
explain
fuck up.
myself.
conversation.
Something happened on this
Papariano,
Papariano platform.
I beg
On
you
the
can
during the
mute me
time
for
during the time
comment
3 second
section.
video came out. Let me talk. Can can you just let me talk, explain myself, please?
Please, I want to pass my message.
During
You
the
should
time
unmute me in
Yomi
the
came up with
comment
the
section.
3-second video, because I was personally interested in it, because anything that would give Mohbad justice, I was ready to support it. And then I started telling the people because when I saw what Yomi was saying, when Yomi was saying that they were not attending to his petition and all that, and I was like, why would these people do this? And then,
Jack, that's not what we were talking about here. That's not what we're talking about. We're
Jack,
talking about
can you allow
Yomi
another person to
traveling.
talk?
I
Don't
Jack,
talk
wanted
to me. That's okay. Just
look,
hold your mouth. Don't go there.
Jack,
Don't
wait,
follow my name
I'm
here.
Jack,
trying,
Just
can
I'm
hold
you
your
trying
mouth.
to
allow
let
another
you
person
know,
Jack,
to
If you
talk?
I'm
try,
trying
I
to
Jack,
will
let you
drop
know
you.
why I
Lady
That's
brought
Chan,
the
calm
moderator.
name
down.
of
Lady
Jack,
Chan,
Firefox
this
please.
is
in.
just not
Lady
the way
Chan,
it's
Lady
done.
It's
Chan,
not
You
calm
nothing
listen,
down,
to.
calm down,
you
please.
No,
don't
that's
listen.
not what we're
Lady
talking
Chan,
about here.
Lady
No, let
Chan,
me
calm
Can
correct
you
down.
you.
Jack,
just,
this
can
is
you
No,
just
just,
not
can
the
you
way
MLS.
it's
just,
done.
can you
Let me
just
Jack,
be,
correct you. Let me correct you.
listen
Lady
what
No,
I
Chan,
said?
calm down,
I don't
calm
see,
want to be
down.
rude
see,
to you anymore.
Jack,
MLS. Let me
this
Jack,
is
correct
just
you.
Jack,
another
Let me
I've
person
correct
Trust
seen
you
you
me.
talking.
on
because
This
Yomi's
person
Annie
says
was
so.
platform
here.
before. What
Annie was
Lady
changed?
Chan,
here.
Lady Chan,
Okay,
Jack,
this is
Jack,
Lady
it.
Chan,
This is
Lady
it.
Chan. I apologize to
He
you. I
brought up the
apologize to you.
topic.
Look, let me tell you something.
Hold
You,
on, hold
let
on,
me tell you
Jack. Hold
something.
on.
You,
Yes,
you,
hold
you
on.
just, you just came
Hold
at the
on.
water. Let me tell you.
Hold
Chan, he
on.
has
Hold on. No,
apologized
no,
to
no,
you.
no, no,
It's
no.
fine.
No, no, no. This is
Fox,
it. You brought in the topic about Yomi traveling.
I'm sorry for
Okay?
everything that I said
You
to you. I'm
I'm
so
talking
sorry.
because IT guy is here because I know he's another very reasonable person. You brought in the topic here about Yomi traveling. Okay, and you were not buying that idea because he had traveled before. Okay, that's what we're talking about. And I said, okay,
Jack,
I'll
Jack,
engage you.
can we please
Wait,
And I
move
gave
on
out
and
some reasons
stop
Lady
why I
Chan,
talking,
feel
Jack?
like it was
Lady
okay
Chan,
for him to
Ah,
travel. You
Lady
Lady
Chan,
Chan,
understand?
he has
Lady
apologized to you.
Chan.
Okay,
Calm down.
and
Calm down.
and
Let
then
him
you
I'm
talk.
tell me
trying.
now.
Wait,
No, I
I'm
want to
trying
correct
to
what he's
explain.
saying here
I'm
because
trying
he's
to
trying to
explain
say
the
something
reason
that is not right.
why I brought up the name of Firefox.
No, no,
Trying to explain.
hold on, Jack. You started off wrongly.
you
That's why I'm
go
correcting
explain,
you.
explain,
Because what you're
explain. You
saying
go
is wrong.
explain till you join
What
Um,
Jack.
you're saying is
Lady
wrong.
Chan, please let it go.
Okay,
Let it slide. Let it slide. He has
let me just
apologized
let
to
me
you.
just
Let it
express.
but I
slide,
want people
please.
to understand. I want people
Please.
to understand. I don't
Let
want
me
it
just
to
express.
change
Can
to
I
the
just
thing.
express myself?
He
Can I
should
just
say it as he
please?
was.
Lady
He
Shan,
should
Jack,
say
Jack,
it
can
as
you
he
Jack,
allow
was.
him to
Jack,
talk,
forget
please?
about
you've been
it,
talking
yeah?
since
Wait,
I
wait.
just
Let me
want
just
to
say
ask
this.
you
Let me just
something.
say
I've,
this.
I've
Let me
seen
just
you
say
on
this.
Yomi's platform
Let
before.
me
So
just say
what
this real
changed
quick. Let
since
me just say
then?
this real quick.
I
Wait.
beg, make Jack talk now. Make everybody
Let me
listen.
just say this real quick, please. First of all, I apologize to. I don't look. You see, this justice for Mohbad is I don't know. It has a way of making you who you're not. I hate to be disrespectful to women. I don't care if it is men. We can do that. So like in my with all the fiber of my being. I'm sorry to you, Lady Chan, to all that I've said to you. I'm so sorry. Seriously, I take them back.
Confirm. I beg,
I mean, I
make
can't take
anybody
them
will
back.
talk
I'm sorry.
anything again. No. You don't
I
confirm,
don't
am.
understand though. I don't
Now,
understand.
You
Jack,
don't talk.
allow another person to talk
Fine,
now.
that's fine. Let it
Stop going
slide,
on.
yeah? Lady Chan, please calm down.
Just
Let it
own.
slide,
Yeah,
okay?
ẹ jẹ́ kí àwa
It's fine.
observers,
Please.
ẹ jẹ́ kí àwa
That
observers
moderator that is
sọ̀rọ̀.
muting me in
Jack.
the comment
Ẹ
section,
jẹ́
I
ká
Okay,
beg,
àwa
ITI,
please
calm
stop
observers
down.
okay,
sọ̀rọ̀
interrupting me.
jàre.
okay,
ITI, calm
Anybody
down.
else
Ẹ
that
jẹ́
is
ká
muting me
sọ̀rọ̀
in the
Jack,
now.
comment, please.
Ẹ
Jack,
jẹ́ ká
ITI,
Anybody
sọ̀rọ̀
calm
else that
down,
now.
is
I've
please.
muting
listened to
me in
your
the
Àwa
point.
ti
comment
ń
Baba,
gbọ́,
section,
àwa
Jack.
ti ń
please.
gbọ́
Hold on
yín.
now, before,
I've
hold
been
on.
listening in the
Jack,
background for
I've
yeah,
listened
hours.
to your
IT
point.
I
guy,
know
yeah.
you're always on
Let
the
me
move,
Whatever
speak
right?
money,
first.
man.
I've
Let me
The
listened to
speak
your
ITI.
moderator,
first.
please
apology
Come
don't
ahead,
and
don't
it's
yeah.
make don't
accepted.
dislike
We
me.
need to
Please
Okay,
get
take it
the
somewhere
easy.
with
next
Take
this.
it
We
time,
need to
easy.
Jack,
I beg
neutralize
you.
this
next
argument.
time, okay, when
Let's
we
try and
insult people,
let's
put in mind,
neutralize the
we can
argument.
insult you
Thank you,
back.
Jack. We appreciate that.
Okay,
Okay,
We'll
Lady
next
stop it
time we
Chan,
from
can
you. We
insult you
Lady
appreciate
back.
that.
Chan,
Lady
Your
Chan,
Lady,
calm
apology
down.
accepted.
Jack,
I
Lady
can I
beg
just
you,
say
Chan.
something?
apologize.
IT guy,
Okay,
please calm down. Let me just ask this and I'll drop, yeah?
don't drop,
Jack,
don't
I've
drop.
seen
Stay there, don't drop.
why do you want me to
You
stay?
are part of the problem. Don't drop.
What problem are you talking
You just
about?
make sure you don't drop.
I will
Carry on.
drop.
Don't
Jack,
drop.
Fire Force said your
Anyway, Jack,
apology has been
I've seen
accepted.
you.
Fire,
I've seen
Jack,
you
are you
on
apologizing to Fire Force?
Jack. Jack, I've seen you on your mix platform before. So what happened? What changed? Because you're sounding like maybe you've been dropped rudely on the platform. You know, I can understand your reaction and things like that.
no,
Because at the end of the day, the things that you're saying is not like it's really
Emily,
like
Emily,
it's not
wait,
like you have anything, like
Emily,
tangible to
wait,
say
Emily,
about
wait,
him.
wait,
Yeah.
wait. No, no, no,
Jack,
no. I've
allow
never.
another person
Wait.
engage
I've
now.
never been dropped. Wait,
What's your
I've never.
problem, you bitch?
I've. Sorry. Please let's be
Jack,
peaceful.
allow another person to engage. Not be only you. There's the
Aduke,
other
please,
people
Okay,
I'm
also.
going to
Aduke,
answer.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going
do
to answer. I'll stop.
Jack, I'm
okay.
listening to you. I'm
Let me
listening to
just
you.
let
Yeah,
me
I'm
just
gonna do
Drop
that.
me, drop me,
Yeah,
please.
as a
Drop
moderator,
me.
yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
Drop me, please drop me.
Jack, please,
please,
I'm
Please
please
drop
listening
don't
to
drop
me. I
you.
Aduke.
beg
Don't
you.
drop Aduke,
Just
please.
me.
Don't drop her,
The
please. I'll
moderator to
stop
please
now.
drop
Okay,
me. I
okay.
beg God beg una. Drop me. Oh.
I
And
was
let the
never
let
Àwọn
trying
wo lè
the
fẹ́
to.
máa
Jack,
lẹ moderator
Jack,
mi?
Jack.
The only time, the only
Don't
time I
even
went
waste your
to.
time exonerating yourself. Look,
No, I
you
just want
can
to say
react.
something to her because she said
You
something
can
that is
no
not
hold
correct.
on, hold on, Jack.
Jack, I am disappointed in
Sometimes you
you.
need to
Guy, let
very
him talk
wickedly.
now. He must have
Sometimes,
his
Jack.
reasons. Let
Sometimes
him talk.
you need to let people speak for you. I don't want anybody to drop. I want everybody to stay. I think it's civil for us to engage. It's useful for us to fall out. and it's also beneficial for us to kind of like leave this platform in harmony. It's very
Please,
useful. Otherwise,
I see
what would
like they are
happen?
dropping me, they are blocking me, kilo shele. Don't
Don't
drop
worry,
me
very
instead
wicked
now.
lady. Don't
They
worry,
should
don't
drop
worry.
me instead.
Hello,
Now,
I have something to say. Oh.
now let's get to the root of the problem. Let's get to the root of the problem. Now, it is, you know, people get emotional, and whenever people believe that the guy on the forefront, we need to criticize him constructively. We need to be extremely gentle about how we talk about him. And if we say the same thing for Mr. Joseph Glover and his family, we're never going to get anywhere if we can't criticize them if we see something that is going wrong. Yomi hasn't done himself a favor. And Yomi is like Marmite. It's either you buy the bread, you like the taste, or you look at the other side and you don't. So Yomi is not a saint. And Yomi has his own faults. I will, even up to a point when he was displaying and parading the photograph of his son on this black app, I dropped something on that comment to say, Bobo, with everything you do in life, should you be parading your child like this? Now, if you see Yomi is on the front line, whatever the front line means to you is different from what it means to everybody. But if you believe it's on the front line, should he be parading his son on the front line, taking his son to the police station, using his son to collect coins? Should that be the case? Everybody definitely will have their own opinion. Do I see Yomi as a scammer? Yes, I see him as a scammer. That's my own opinion. That's just my own opinion. He's a scammer. He will run, and every time he runs, he will look for an excuse. He deserves the right to go on holiday if he wants to go on holiday. He deserves the right to have a break if he wants to have a break. The first time,
Now,
it
no,
was
no,
his
no.
life. It was his life. Then now he's got protection. Now, if you are a father, a true father, a real father, when you are on the forefront, the so-called forefront, advocating on behalf of people, and you believe that the terrain you're treading is dangerous, should you then carry your son along? Who is the mother of this child that is even allowing this to happen? Is she dead in the hospital in coma or sedated?
You are blessed.
No useful or responsible mother. We allow Yomi to be using his son as a tool to be collecting money from platform to platform, to be taking your own son to the police station. And these are the same people that are saying on the forefront. If the forefront is dangerous, should Yomi be parading his son anywhere in the first place? He can look for any
Almost do
excuse he wants
power.
to look
It's
for
misleading
from
it.
now till tomorrow. He is Mr. 419 Gbawon. And yes,
Hey,
everybody can put their money
I
anywhere where they
I
like.
don't know how far.
It's your problem. But Jack has his own opinion, and he's right about what he has to say. He doesn't have to come out public and say, "Oh, they're after my son now." The last time they were out, they were after. Even if they are after your son, take your son somewhere safe, learn a lesson, and know that you cannot use your son to be looking for favor in the dangerous environment where people can even capture picture of your son, parade it everywhere, castigate your son. They can open a show for your son. Will you may not have seen all this nonsense, all this shenanigan that Comfy was dragging even they said we're not sure whether it's Mohbad's son or not. DNA situation is that how many months did Comfy made hundreds of or thousands of dollars dragging the minor, and then you come in here, and then I just will look at it and just kind of think that if you are a father or a mother, and we know what this black app can do, and we know the length which people will go to actually not only desecrate your character, to use your children to taunt you. And then if Jack has an opinion that this is the case, that is his own opinion. Why is it that when we champion something, even Yomi is going to Oloriebi, I'm sure Lady Aries has actually called him out. There's another lady that called him out on another platform. Enough of this contribution. Enough of this contribution. We're contributing, we don't know where it's gone. The one before, they even threatening, they don't have to give any accountability. But we have to get up to a point where we reach a checkpoint. When we get to that checkpoint, let's not fight ourselves. Let's be respectful. Let's respect people's opinion. It is Jack's opinion. But I always say if there is a problem in justice for Mohbad, you always need to look for the foundation. When Yomi was parading his son everywhere, dressed the son up, take his son to police station, doing all this photo and video opportunity, where was the Abiamo in this whole situation? Are all the women on justice for Mohbad so callous, so stupid, and so dumb and blind? All these followers not to have warned this guy, not to have advised him that what you are doing is wrong. Nobody sees it as wrong. And when a time comes, the ripple effect then actually dig really deep into his skin and is now feeling the impact. True or lie, I don't care. He should not have done it in the first place. If he hadn't done it, we're not going to be talking about it. Maybe if he hadn't done it, he won't have an excuse today. Or maybe he will even calculated it that way to even do it that way as his next escape. You will be on live. You're on social media. You will still be pointing this camera at your son for us to see that your son is on that bed. So if your life is in danger, are you not endangering the life of your son live on social media? And nobody can tell this guy that what he's doing is wrong. Go and look for the photo of his son that he posted. Go and look at my comment on it. You will find the IT guy's comment on it. Whether he's taking it off or not, and I'm not sure, I'm sure he won't take it off because he's using this to gain popularity.
IT guy, one sec, please. Like I always say, everybody have the right to their opinion. You have a point there that has been showcasing his son here and there, but I want you to know that even if he hadn't, done that, he was, whatever threat there he may have been receiving, that doesn't stop whoever has been threatening him and his son, right? Whether he showcases his son or not, do you know? Because they know that he has a son, and what could get to him is to threaten him with his son. Do you agree with me or not?
Give me a few minutes. Give me a few minutes.
IT guy, before your 1 minute, can I please say something? I want for my own opinion is that in the first day when Yomi Japa, the very first time when Yomi Japa to video, if everybody go back to that video, in that video, Yomi stated that Akoredemi, I am coming for you. I am coming to come and pick you up. He said it in that was the very first Japa. So if Yomi now finally took his son out, he is in his plan already. It is not that I want to believe that it's not about trekking. He has already said it in the first Japa. He said it that already, I am coming for you. I am coming to come and take you. So for me saying they are threatening his baby, no. It is in the plan for him to come back. In fact, he came back to come and pick his son for this second time. He said it in the first place, and if he came back to come and pick his son, good for him. So nobody should tell me that is
IT guy, are you there?
I
Are you
believe
there?
go
I
and
believe
listen
I
to
Emily,
believe
come
that
back.
that.
video.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
listening to you,
Emily,
IT
say
guy.
that again. Say that again, please.
Yeah, I said like I understand if you say he's been showcasing his son, he doesn't really need that. I understand that, okay. But what I wanted to say was, even if he doesn't showcase his son, that doesn't mean it still can receive threats, here and there. Do you know that? Because they know that he already has a son, right?
You see, let me address that threat situation very quickly. If you are a human rights activist, your activities out there and the way you engage with the public is different from that of a politician. That of a politician, the people, you owe them responsibility, and they will call you out. If you're an activist, you are going to be stirring, mocking waters, and you're going to be stirring things up, and you're going to be attacking the authorities. You're going to be aggressive with them. You're going to be radical. Now, if you put yourself in that line, threat to life is no big deal because he says it, although he doesn't mean it, that if he means he gets spied in the line of fire, so be it, yeah? And I'm sure he doesn't mean it because it doesn't even sound convincing when he says it. So if you look at the very dark man right now, for instance, yeah, it's the same situation. So threat to life, threat to privacy, threat to anything. It is what you do. So when you sign yourself up and come onto social media, actually not social media, you come into the world in advocacy and you decide that you're going to be an NGO, set up your foundation, and in that advocacy, even your lawyers will warn you, even your lawyers will tell you. You will have to protect yourself. You will have to protect yourself.
You can't tell me try to
and you're going to try
just
hold on, Jack. You're going to try as much as possible to protect yourself, yeah? Now, if you look at the VDM situation, maybe the AFCC has been looking for him. Maybe he needed to have reported somewhere that he hasn't reported. Maybe he was set up in that situation, knowing that if they start taking. Let me speak now. Stop interjecting me. Stop interjecting me, please. Someone need to mute this guy. It's a line of thought that I have in here. So let's even say the VDM himself was set up. If we start taking money off the mom's bank account, maybe he will come and fight for the mom. Maybe then we're going to get him where we can get him. So anything can happen. You don't go into the battlefield to go and fight a proper battle without any support, without any ammunition, without any form of fortitude to protect yourself. So yes, things will happen. Some of the threats may be empty. Some of the threat may be proper. How long have they been threatening you? I'm sure they've been threatening you before you went away, and then you came back. You claimed you now have protection. You are now telling us the system now protects you. Now, at that point in time, you then need to use your common sense to sort of like work things out about how you manage your family front. So yes, threats to what is the big deal? You are the one that decided you are not going to be the IT guy. You're not going to be Paparano. You're not going to be Jack, MLH, or the IT guy. You decided that you're going to be an NGO. You're going to have a foundation. So when you do things out of your own volition and you are kind of masterful of the dangers and what you're about to get into, then you should not get up to a point where you think that people will support you out of something they don't know. Yeah, you can say threat to life, but threat to life can be what? What does that mean? But what is new in what you've put yourself into? What is new in the statement and comments you make? What is new in the petition you put out there? What is new in you spending 7 hours pressing the police for 6 months, castigating the police for another 3 months, pressing the system for 1 month, writing an open letter of this sort of disgruntlement to Asorok?
I have a question.
And there's no smoke without fire. You cannot just start something and not finish it. But if you don't want to put your life in the line of fire, withdraw, make a statement. It's not difficult. I've had enough of justice for Mohbad. I move on. I'm sure there are other cases that Yomi can pick up and actually blow up if it needs be.
Mr. I have a question.
I beg.
Follow, I beg. Oh, no, Joe.
Now my senior brother, I won't follow talk now.
Joe, you go follow and talk. I beg. I want.
Wait, a little, man. IT guy.
Yes, I'm listening to you, my brother.
Really?
But where you say it's gone? Okay.
IT guy, I have a question. My
Okay,
own
go on.
question is like, I know this TikTok guy that just passed on 2 weeks ago. He was not an activist, but still, the J4M people still criticize that guy, right?
They criticize every single one of us, including yourself.
You understand kind of thing. To me, I just feel like if this family are actually looking for the justice, if they are truly looking for that justice, by now I'm telling you, we will all know who is working and who is not working.
Yeah,
but this family we're calling, they are.
We need to try and understand something.
Yeah.
It's difficult to know what people are looking for. And in this course, there are people that have made a living. That have made a living out of this and decided to sit on it because they are making juicy profit out of it. So it's not every one of us that's looking for just advocating and giving it our time, tapping, topping up our phones and doing whatever we need to do to charge the phone to come on the panel, all this kind of stuff. You know, sentiments sometimes is useful, but our emotions is what actually is kind of rogue us most of the time. Because yes, we are human beings. Things are gonna get out of hand, just like Jack earlier. It's a human being. And when it happens, it happens. Who hasn't done woto woto? But who would have expected that it's Jack that will be doing woto woto today? Nobody would have seen that coming. But who's looking for justice? I think
Yeah, yeah.
everyone's looking for justice,
Mr.
but we are all
IT,
just looking for different type
Mr.
of
IT
justice, and
guy,
that's it. Yes.
boss, ẹ̀gbọ́n lẹ máa jẹ́ sí mi tẹ́ ẹ bá tiẹ̀ jù mí lọ náà níwọ̀nba náà. But you know one thing is that I've been on this justice very long from the day upward. But there was a day. I just think today is a better day for me to tell you. IT guy, I check you and I see you. When I check and I see, I reason that like you are older than me. You understand? But every of your submission, I always appreciate it. But it depends on where you follow then. Because when me and you have an issue, it's not that it's not that it's not something that personally, you understand? But it's between you and some other guys. That was when you always follow Westo. If you can remember, there was a day Westo was bunching this guy, Lenchi, and I came up and you told them that, oh, I was on this platform, and this guy was telling Lenchi that he's going to this platform that he have to tell Westo to compose himself, not to bash him again. And you are the one that come up that no, allow this guy to talk. When I talk, you are the one that bashed me. And you told me that you heard all what I said at Lenchi's platform. That was the day I know that so every somebody ITJ yìí ó máa ń kiri ni o gbogbo platform ló máa ń wà. But which is not so. Àwọn nǹkan táwọn sọ nígbà yẹn, what we told them those days and which is happening now. You guys think Baba Mohbad is the messiah of us. Look at where we are now. Ó ní bọ̀bọ̀ wèrè kan náà báyìí. Mo ti gbà máa ń rántí orúkọ ẹ̀ fẹ́rẹ̀ sùn. Ó pè ní ṣé Jack àbí no kò ṣe Mickey. Ìyẹn náà mo máa ṣépè fún mi báyìí, máa ń gbé orí nǹkan. Nǹkan tó yẹ pé ilé alámọ̀ tó kọ́ ní Ìbèṣì, ibẹ̀ ló ń gbé. Èmi ti ń ra ilé kí n tó kó, mo ti ń ra ilé láti 21 years, mo ti ń ṣe nǹkan. Ìwọ wá sọ fún mi pé kíní kan. Alihamdulilayi ló dé bá wa náà tí ó máa ń ṣe pé àṣẹ àtàdù. COS ló pé nǹkan ṣe yẹ ẹ̀. So the IT guy, I swear to my IT God, mo ní pa fún yín. I really love you, but ọjọ́ yẹn tẹ́tí jojú mi ẹ̀ báyìí mo ti mú yín pé àlàyé tí ń bá mu. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ náà la máa jọ sọ because èèyàn tó wà intelligent ni.
You know me. Mo get the rap. I didn't get it because I'm attending to something. Hold on. You said something.
Yeah.
I didn't get your points. Your point, Gogo.
Like, there was a time that used to be on West2 platform. Do you remember? When
I may have spoken on Westos platform once. I'm sure. Yeah. All right. Take care. It would have been once. Maybe that is a once.
Maybe once, but I'm not sure it's once because
because look, every platform I go to, all the hyenas, all the vultures, all the worms, all the earthworms, They all sort of like launch
I
towards
know
me.
you. I know
But
you.
they
I
don't
know.
know I'm a
I know.
lion.
I know. I
I'm a
know.
lion. I
Because
will hit the whole lot
you
of them
always
alive.
stand. You always stand, and you want to prove it. But the day you prove it that me and you were on Lenchy platform
Yes,
that
okay,
day,
go on.
it was it was midnight here in UK then, and when I left the platform, you are also in Westo platform. I was going there to challenge Westo. And you are the one that say, no, Westo, pick this guy up. This guy have been challenging you on Lenchy platform. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, let me come up. And that day, if you can remember, I was like, okay, I can't face you up. The only thing I will do is just to make peace. And that's what I did. I was like, okay, yeah, you told him that, you told Westo that this guy came here to challenge you and change it for you. And you are telling him to tell me that I should say sorry about what I say. And I was like, okay, if that is it, I'm sorry.
But did you change your name though? Is it the same name?
Swallow now,
You still the same name, yeah?
Borowski.
No, you see, one thing I will tell you,
I only have two names.
unless you're mixing me up. I
I'm not
don't go to
missing him
Westos.
up.
I don't go
No,
to
no, no.
Westos
I
platform.
think guy is
But
supposed
I've
don't
been
know
there
everybody
once.
follow you talk
I
now.
can remember being on Westos platform once.
No, 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 not once, bro. Not once.
Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. So we
Yeah, sure,
engage
sure.
somewhere. We
No,
engage
bro.
somewhere anyway, yeah.
What I'm trying to say is that I'm happy that we are all in the same way now. You understand?
Yeah, we are good, We're
I really
looking for we see
appreciate that.
we just like what happened between Jack and Lady Chan, right?
Yeah,
One
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
one thing we need to understand is that our emotions are there.
Yeah, and we need to
And
keep
then
emotion
when it
away.
comes to making when it comes to making unsavory points, a point that will not go well with Yomi's fans, then you have a
Sure.
problem. You see, let Yomi come up. I will tackle him, and if I have to blast him, I will blast his ass.
Oh, the IT.
Because for
The
me, I
IT.
will
Say
I
make I
will
lie
not
you
hold
one
back,
thing. Say make I lie
and
for you.
I will not say something different on another platform. I will say it as I say it every day.
The IT. Say make I lie you one thing. Bro, and everybody wey dey this platform. Me, I no go lie. You see, you're me or no you're me. You're me God just bring clue ni. I no believe say we deliver us. Because there are some people on this level wey be say I know say if they don't tell you say little things, they don't comot their body for there. That means say the way no pure.
Yomi is not going to give us justice, and Yomi is going to do what Yomi has to do. He's tried his
No,
best.
he's trying.
He's
And
tried his
no,
best,
bro, he really
and
tried. He
and
really
if we are
tried.
if we are to
And
look
I
at
really,
if we are to
I
look
really
at the
Anyway,
appreciate
highlights,
that,
you
bro.
always you're either blowing cold or hot. Like
if you want to look.
nobody
No, no,
nobody
no, no,
knows
no.
what your stand.
No,
No, give your
look,
IT guy.
where there is credit,
IT
no, listen, where there
No,
is
where there's
credit,
credit, you
you
have to
give the
give it to
credit.
him.
exactly, but
Yeah.
where
So
there's
where
no
there is
credit, you've
credit,
not
where
pointed out
there is
that bit.
listen,
Yeah.
listen. Where there is credit, what makes us human is that if you don't carry your heart on your sleeves all the time and you don't get too emotional, you will be able to speak your own truth. If we find something someone has done right and something they've done well, something commendable, it is useful for us to highlight it when applicable, so that when we say something against them, same the way we feel, people will understand that there is a balance there. But I will tell you that of all the good things he's done, he's used his own hands to dismantle every good thing he's done
In what way, IT guy?
in
So,
every way.
IT guy,
If the
no.
story he told us about the
As long as
CCTV,
you're seeking
hold on.
justice, IT guy.
If the story he tells us about the CCTV and the 3 seconds video is correct, it is clear that when he finds something, he cannot use a bit of rationality of trying to cage it, trying to sort of like dissect it, have a look at it, and actually work out whether it's needful or useful for him to push it out or to engage with anybody about it. It's like a soloist. a solo artist who just wants to do the arrangement, he wants to do the orchestra, he wants to be the same one that is going to mark his own work. And life doesn't work that way, but in his own world, that is how it works. So if you've got
Can you just
CCTV
stop being
and you are
selfish?
telling
You
us
know
that
where
the
you
people you
belong, right?
handed it over, no, listen, the people you handed it over to are the ones that deleted it. And then 3 seconds video, again, the police that you gave it to are the ones that sat on it. So when you are doing all these things, you fail the first time, you don't have the original audio or video or the original content, you handed it over. Second time, the same thing, original content, you handed it over. And then what you're telling us is both have been deleted.
So,
Have you not used
IT
your
guy,
own handiwork
you're
to
an
destroy
IT
the
guy,
same work
right?
you've done?
You're an IT guy. If somebody tells you something has been deleted, does the thing not have a source? Can it not be retrieved?
That is why we are telling
Do you
you that
actually
Yomi
believe
is
that?
a liar.
No,
That's
no,
why we
wait,
are
hang
telling
It
you
can
on,
be
that all
hang
the
retrieved,
good
on,
work he does,
hang on.
he's a
But
liar as
why
well.
did you wait, IT guy?
He
Why did you
lies as well.
wait? Calm down. Why did you think he got that phone then? The two phones that they bought then. Why did you think he
Because
got it?
him and his
Because he
comrades,
was pushing. No,
him and his comrades in the police department don't
Mm.
need an Android and an iPhone if they have the original phone in their
No,
possession.
the thing, look, this is how it works. He has said it countless time. Yeah, any phone that the evidence is on, okay, it would, you can't have that phone back,
So
right?
where did Android?
It
Where
would
did
become,
Android? Hold on. If the phone is iPhone and the content is in the iCloud, as some people want to believe, where does Android come into it?
well, maybe they wanted to transfer the video
Yomi is a
to
scammer.
another
He just
phone.
needed two
Wait,
phones. He
calm
just
down.
needed two phones.
Look, if it
He just
at
needed
least
two
you
IT,
got
phones.
the phone and
IT,
you saw
IT,
it.
IT, any
IT
soon.
guy,
You know what?
when you
Don't,
call it, wait, swallow one
don't.
sec. When you call somebody a scammer, yeah, you should be able to point because so far everything that
The
they've
guy is a
contributed.
thief. He's a
Wait,
scammer. Look,
IT guy, calm down.
he's
Okay, he's
made
a
his
thief.
own
Okay,
money.
wait,
IT,
but
don't
He's
let me
say
made
say
some of
just
the
a
this.
money he's
scammer like
collected.
that.
Everything,
We
wait,
need to
IT,
He's a thief.
adjust
IT
some
guy.
things
Oh my
first.
days, IT guy, calm down. I
Yes.
hear you. I hear you already. Okay, but everything this guy has, called for donation for, and most times it's either I'm taking responsibility of the whole. Me, I'm getting the chairs. Me, I'm funding this. Me, I'm funding that. Right? Everything that he has, whatever project that he has championed so far, did you see him carry out or not?
He comes to
Was
beg
there
for
a
money. Where's
conference?
the
No,
IT
no,
guy,
no, no, no.
accountability?
wait,
Okay,
calm
okay,
Where's
down.
the
okay, okay.
Was
Please,
there a
accountability?
please. Can we
conference?
Comes
just
to
wait
beg.
a
Was
little
the
Okay.
bit?
conference
How
being
much
at
did
a
you
good
think it
No, no.
location
cost?
Hold
or
on, hold
not?
on.
When
At
he
least
went to do
he
his
didn't.
parade,
He did.
when he
Oh
went
my
to do his
days,
Ma,
parade,
IT
ma, ma,
guy.
how
ma.
long did he
I
collect?
beg, Mona,
Tell
wait
me how much he
now.
collected when he went to do his
Oh,
parade.
the IT,
Hold on,
what
hold
say?
on.
Did he do the
Let me
The
give you
parade?
IT.
Emily.
IT guy, did he
Oh,
do the
How
parade or
much did
not?
he collect? He
Look, it's a
collected over
different
10
thing
ML,
when
million.
somebody
Abigulo,
says,
He
"Oh,
go.
contribute
collected
ML
over
money."
10
online.
million. How
IT
much
guy,
did he
calm
spend?
ML
down.
online.
Just calm down.
Mama,
How much did he spend?
you know what?
Wait. It's a different thing when somebody collects money from the public to say, "Oh, we want to do A," and you never see A.
It's the
It's a
same thing as
different thing.
him and Joseph Aloba are the same thing. They haven't accomplished
The
anything
IT, the IT,
apart
IT
from
guy,
Ejo.
shaking the
who
table of
initiated the
confusion.
first
Ejo.
Neither
arrest
of them have
Joseph Aloba
accomplished
ni kẹ́
in
máa
this
fi
whole
anything.
out
history
by
of
every Yomi
justice
level
They
for
are
now.
both thieves.
Yomi ò no tọ̀nà Yomi ò wúlò
IT
fún wa
guy,
náà bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa jẹ́ káwọn yẹn
IT
mọ̀.
guy,
Ẹ
IT
káyì.
guy.
Olè làwọn
It
Ẹ
was
méjèèjì
káyì
jẹ́
Yomi
gbogbo
torí
tẹ́ ẹ
Fabi.
kò.
ṣe yẹn.
Wait.
Làwọn
IT guy,
méjèèjì.
calm down. It
Ah,
was Yomi Fabi that
calm down,
initiated
bro.
it.
Gbẹ́nu
IT
dákẹ́.
guy.
Mo
It
ń
was
sọ̀rọ̀
that Yomi
oníkèmí calm
Fabi
down.
that
A ní ká
initiated the
máa sọ
arrest
fáwọn yẹn
of.
pé ewé ló ń ṣe. Ẹ ń sọ̀kan mi.
Ah,
What the fuck are you
let's
guys
call a
talking about?
spade a spade. If you see someone stealing,
What Joseph Aloba
okay,
out?
maybe he did a bit of work, a
Àmọ́
bit
tí
of
ń
leg
Yomi
work.
gbà.
Most of the money
Àbó
he
Yomi
has
gan wá
pocketed most of
IT
the
guy,
money.
IT guy,
Ẹ ká
let me
máa
ask you
sọ̀rọ̀
a
síbi
question.
táwọn lọ o.
Hold
Ẹ ká
on,
máa mo dey talk
IT guy,
where money dey go.
IT
No
Please,
dey
guy,
mo na dey
you,
leave.
you
Yes,
said
Lady Time.
something
Swallow.
here.
What you
You said
saying,
Come
man?
something
Joseph,
here with
hey, your own
Ja,
online.
Ja, wait now. Ja, wait
I'm
now,
not happy
Baba.
with the way. No, don't attack IT for now.
When the guy,
Baba,
the
Baba,
guy
You need
when
to
the
Nobody's
guy
attack
attacking
did
people
it,
IT.
that
wait,
will
We're just
support
having
wait,
a
your
wait.
guy.
it was
conversation.
even the police that supplied
Ja,
meat pie and
Swallow,
meat
calm
pie,
wait
down,
now,
calm
meat
wait,
pie
down.
and
We're,
wait.
coke.
we're not attacking
See,
It
anybody.
was police that supplied meat
see,
pie and
IT
coke
guy,
with
let
Scotch
me
egg.
ask you a question.
Okay.
And
Let me
I
ask
am unhappy that I didn't taste that meat pie because I heard it's
IT guy,
very
you're
sweet.
not serious.
IT
I
guy,
should
Honestly.
wait,
have
now,
sent my
let
Did
own
you
me
see
ask
colleague.
Yomi
IT
hit
guy
anything
something.
that day? He
Wait,
only dropped
IT guy,
one
you
thing.
said some things here which
Yes.
I don't
IT guy,
totally
you're being
agree with that.
sarcastic.
Okay,
and it's not fair.
See, this is it for me.
I'm not being sarcastic. I'm saying it as I see it.
Fair. Honestly, you can clearly see what this guy has done. Fine,
why am I
he hasn't
sarcastic
delivered,
now?
he hasn't gotten us justice, but so far, this is the guy that has put in all his effort. Even though at some point, they sabotaged all his effort.
Okay, let me ask you a quick question. In one sentence, tell me what your minister achieved in 19 months. In one sentence.
Okay, Yomi was the only one that was able to go into Mohbad's house. He was able to prove that there was camera installed in the house. The sink in the house was removed. I can't put all is done in one sentence.
No, I want you to put it in one sentence.
I can't put all is done in one sentence.
No, all is sentence. I'm using a word.
IT guy, let me engage you.
IT guy, except if you don't want to tell me. You know this guy has tried his best.
Let me engage IT guy a little.
He has tried his best, even though at some point they've sabotaged his effort.
Yeah.
You know he tried his best.
How did they manage to sabotage his effort?
It's not fair.
They cannot sabotage his effort without his own handiwork, without him.
Ow! Look at the CCTV camera.
Look at the engagement with Baba Mohbad and Muiwa.
IT guy, what happened? Okay, now he confided in some people, with the CCTV. Yes. What happened to it? What happened to that evidence?
Tell me where it's achieved in one sentence, please.
No. Look, like I said, I can't put you in one sentence.
He revived.
He was the one that facilitated the arrest of Adura. Are you telling me if somebody
you guys gifting him left, right, and center on social media?
Yeah, well, is that money? I think that is that money.
That's all.
And I know over the course of this justice, have you donated, IT guy? How much have you donated?
I donated to Baba Mohbad's access account.
GoFundMe?
No, GoFundMe. I was the one that wanted to stop the GoFundMe because I believe it was.
Okay, so why did you donate into access account?
Because I believe that there is a need for the movement to need money, and the money I believe should be in the access account. So,
okay, have you ever donated to?
Hold on. Whilst there are two things. My original objective is to do my damnedest. And obviously, you can't do it single-handedly. But to do my damnedest to actually open everybody's eyes to know that GoFundMe is a GoFraudMe. But I am not that callous not to want to support the movement. And I know that what we have in its originality that I understand is Wema is for his upkeep and Access is for his for justice for Mohbad. So I decided to put
we're not even talking about that now.
So what I'm trying to say to you is that when you see fraud, see me, you see, I can do forensics in IT and I can do forensics in financials. And from the very day that Muiwa and Joseph Aloba came to Paparano's platform, and out of that engagement, Paparano went out to sort of like say nobody should donate into GoFundMe. I know he has his own reasons, but mine is actually that we should not donate money into that GoFundMe anymore. But then within 24 hours, Paparano came back out again and decided that he's going to drop something in it. And he said with a disclaimer, even if they scam me, at least I know I've done something. You understand what I'm trying to do? So I'm trying to say. So when you come into a movement, and if it was someone like me, right, I would have actually looked at it and I will look at myself and think I am God-fearing. And because I have my own life, I'm happy in my life, and I don't need any money from anybody, from anything to anything, I would have opened the book from day one. I will not need money for anything, but maybe stipends, maybe get a transport from here to there. But at least I will be open and transparent. It's the same Yomi that is telling us that it's not that you donate money now and then you will come and start asking me for accountability. Yomi became a proper NGO and a proper foundation out of running errands for Karimo. Have you guys forgotten? Yomi was running errands for Karimo.
He wasn't running errands.
And Bossman.
This is how it started. You see that Karima issue? Wait.
Before he realized
IT guy.
He realized that there's money in this thing. He realized the money he made within a short period of time.
You see that Karima issue, right? They all meet on the business platform, right? They all meet on Latinx platform, and you know
Yes,
it was new in the old Justice for Mohbad. Then it was fairly new, right? So he believed. Wait, aristocrat, one sec, yeah.
Let me mute myself.
He believed that Karima was, in the same cause as him, like she's for justice as well. She nominated herself to work with Yomi Fabi with the CCTV. At that point, he never knew that she had a game plan or anything like that. So it's only fair for him to share whatever evidence. They were chatting between each other, like, oh, I got this message, somebody texted me, can you verify that this is Adura's Andu? And she did confirm that. So I don't really see where it went wrong there. Even though he was dining with somebody he shouldn't have dined with, I don't think you should blame him for that. He had good intentions. He had his the text messages. He was the one that was chatted, right? If it was somebody else in this Justice for Mohbad, do you believe Adura wouldn't have been arrested? Do you believe that Amanda wouldn't have been arrested to the point that the case would be in court? Do you believe that? So look, where there is no fault, let's just not find any fault.
If you have your own money, with the money that is donated to Yomi has the power to engage with the police to arrest anybody. At their point of weakness, he can arrest anybody.
Why hasn't there been any arrests before Yomi?
Wait, see, the two of
there
you.
Will not be any arrests before Yomi. Why? Because Yomi was in bed with the police already.
Why is it only Yomi that has needed arrest in this Justice for Mohbad? All the people that are supposed to have been arrested. Aristocrat, go on. Go on, because you're only being sarcastic.
You've all been saying all this while. You've all been saying the same thing you've been saying of this while. And you know that. And for me, it is a broken record. You call Yomi, you call whatever, is a broken record. One thing that is salient is this. Just like people following Joseph Aloba, if he does anything wrong, they give excuses for him. Same thing applies to the disciples of Yomi. If he does anything wrong, you find excuses for him. Let it go. And for those who see it's wrong and are calling him out, continue to call him out.
Exactly.
Continue. Because that is something you guys are discussing. And to an extent, it irks me. If someone can come here and tell me, Yomi went to get mobile phones to help police, who that one help? Nigerian police is one of the most equipped police forces in Africa. Sub-Saharan Africa, the best equipped, according to my knowledge. Under Buhari, they are well equipped. If they want to get anybody, they will get you. It doesn't matter where you are. You said you want to do something deliver. You getting a new phone to do forensic. Of what use is that? You can't get that from it. Let's get it right. It might have been a good a gesture that is needed, that you think is needed, but it's not needed. If it is an error, it's an error, drop it. But defending what is bad, it makes it more worse. It makes people that see that it is actually bad to continue to come from it. And at the end of the day, you are putting the job's subject matter into more ridicule. That is what you are doing. Let it drop. I have said, from my own opinion, I've said in many parts, Yomi have done some good things. Even if for his activism, he has done a number of good things. Also, he has done some errors. And those errors are visible for us to see. And for those who just want to follow it, it is okay, it's okay. Let it be okay. But let everybody criticize and drop it. Yomi have done his best, man. He has collected the money. Someone else will come and collect money. Some people are still contributing money. That is how the world is. Some get smart. Some live in their dumbness till they die. Let it be. That is what makes the world beautiful. Very beautiful. But as Yomi done all good, all true, himself knows he goofed in some areas. But he's not a perfect guy. But let's drop those things. If you really want to defend Yomi, for any brilliant person to defend Yomi, I light on his good things.
Okay, so I'm glad you pointed it out. I'm glad
don't be glad, though. Don't be glad. Don't be glad.
Wait, the aristocrat. Because at the end of the day, we're not all perfect. aristocrat, we're not all perfect, but for me, I believe his good deeds has actually outweighed his wrongdoings. Do you agree with that?
I do
Because
not
we're not
agree with
all
that.
perfect. You do not agree?
I do not agree with it.
Okay, have
Don't
you
put it.
ever seen
See,
anything good he's
if you
done
put
so
it,
far?
listen, my dear.
Hmm.
If you put it on a scale, and if I use my own parameter, I will take one thing to destroy everything he has done. Because Yoruba will say, he's so king man badije. If you're Yoruba, you understand what I'm saying. Now, when you're dealing with people, you might have done 99 good things. Do one bad one, it destroys everything. Because that is human nature. And let me give you a good example. And we should not deceive ourselves. Go back, and I've said this in many fora. Go back to his so-called CCTV evidence. It's a hoax, man. It's a hoax. You just celebrated hoax because people want something. And it's a simple thing. A brilliant person will look at what people emotionally attach to, and he will tell you, we give it to you. He can tell you to go and bring your patakupa, bring your father's treasury. You will give it because he has attached to you emotionally. That is how intelligent people do. And he has done that. He has done it. And he has gone. At the end of the day, you will all agree, if you want to behave as a rational, purposeful people, you will say, let us appraise what we have done. If you appraise every activity on that CCTV, you can see that he has made a lot of error from beginning, in, and end of it. So will you now celebrate that? Simply say, we think it will be good. It was a wrong decision, and drop it there. Go and look for other things. Has this guy been able to mobilize voices? Yes, he has. Has this guy been able to come out, put his chest out, shout on top of his voice, even show what he ought not to show, talk about what he not to over talk and all that, just because to raise awareness for this? He has done that. Give him his flowers. But there are other things he has not done. But if you analyze those things that he did bad, it has destroyed all the noise. All the noise is awareness. Talk about hard fact. Everybody had hope that CCTV, the way he was pursuing it, the way it started, some people said they gave him money with Yekudi, with everything. People supported him later and say, we will do it, where we will come sun, come rain. At the end of the day, what did it happen? He got a court order to go and lift it. He said from his own word, we lifted it. If you lifted some, and he got a professional to lift it, you now come and say what you lifted was empty. How come? That should be the question people should ask. If you actually got a professional, why was he empty? And if you want to leave something, if someone, anyone that have used CCTV, IT guy is an IT guy. And I know that is why he criticizes it all the time. And if you say you want to leave a video for over a month recording, you go to the period you want to leave. You cannot leave for over a month. It means you see what you want to leave, you copy, you take it. You will see that it is copying. When you finish copying, you check if it is playing, if there is no corruption. Before you now say, I have lifted it. If you now say you lifted it, you went to police, you now got there, you say it's empty. Then who made it empty? That will be the question now you should ask. Because it's like he was starting to do something.
Can't you go back to Regina and go
Thank you. Can't you go back and check it? People should ask some reasonable. But if it is someone else, yeah, everybody will want to be rational regarding that. But if it is someone you support, you don't want to be rational.
The guy agreed for them to release the CCTV footage, right? He agreed. You can't blame him for that. The guy compromised.
I will blame him. You know why I will blame him?
You can't blame him, honestly.
Let me tell you why I will blame him. This is why I will blame him. I understand that he's not a professional. He got a professional to copy it. People contributed money, so he's in trust of those money. He paid a professional people's money, and the professional did a job, and you now took it to where people expected it. They now say it disappeared. The question is, Oga, the professional you employed, you just gave him free money then? You should be responsible for that, because Ojelo copy for in here now, and you say I should not blame him. You should have copied it. He might have come, oh, it was an error on my part, and but eventually deleted it. We will forgive it. But don't continue to celebrate mediocrity. That is what me, I have problem with. I don't have problem with Yomi, but there are a lot of things that all of us, if we want success, Let us criticize where it is. Don't let us defend it. The person identified, we move on. We support ourselves again. But when Yomi will continue to receive these bashes because his disciples continue to celebrate that mediocrity. And it will continue to happen. And it's not him. It is you. But I like him if he keeps quiet on that and let it be. But it is an error. Let's take it
Aristocrat,
as such.
have you ever seen him come and defend
Just to
himself
bolster
anywhere?
what
He
Aristocrat
doesn't
just
care.
said.
He
He has
doesn't even
defended
get to him.
himself.
People are just
Okay.
dancing behind him.
It is
He doesn't
people like
get to
you
him.
that are
Yes.
then ridiculing him. People like you that are
Let me
defending him
bolster
that kingdom come.
what
Look,
Aristocrat said.
aristocrats, we know where you belong, okay? Which is
Emily,
fine. But you don't have to
hold
bring
on.
somebody down because you want to uplift
Where do I
somebody.
belong?
Honestly.
Where did you put me? Where
We know
did I
your
belong?
stand,
Since you
aristocrat.
built
Hold on,
an
But
Emily.
it's just not
you
fair.
have built an
Oh,
you have
what
built
are
a
you
mansion
saying?
for me.
What
Where
do
do I
you mean
belong?
by
Where do I
Sorry,
belong?
Ja. Sorry, Ja.
Built a mansion for
Emily,
me.
nobody
Tell me where I
is
belong.
nobody is trying to bring
No.
Now
Please,
let's try and be observant. Hold on, Ja.
You need to
Let's try and
be
be
calm,
observant.
please.
Ja, hold on. Let's try and be observant.
Okay.
Right? I don't have anything against this guy, but Aristocrat made some salient points there. You see, when we engage on this black app and whichever other means we engage beyond that, is all technology based, right? Sometimes us as citizens, we have selective hearing. We only want to filter what someone is saying. We only want to take out what we want, and that is it. Nobody will tell you Yomi hasn't done anything good. And at the same time, the people that want to come to the defense with their own shallow mind to say, what have you guys done better than Yomi? We are not here to come and do WWE wrestling. We are not here to come and take note, and we are not in kindergarten. There are times when, say, for instance, we speak the same language, but the technological side of it, not everybody understands it, and not everybody will annotate it, and not everybody picks it up very quickly to say, no, that's wrong. Now, if that guy who says is wrong then comes out, nobody listens to him because selectively, all they want to hear is someone singing his praises. You see, the things that are wrong about a process, when they are wrong, when people who have an understanding of it are speaking, that is how we learn from one another. Now, the story this man is told us about everything technology are all fabrications. Every single one of story that Yomi is told about technology are all fabricated. Now, whether there's something there, and we believe there is something there, in his imagination, there is a belief that there is something there. But the way it comes out to relate to the public, it's not right, it's not correct. So when it's not correct, and the only thing you want to hear is to say there is something in the 3 seconds video, is to say the neighbor's CCTV can see inside of the room. That is what you want to hear. But the people that are trying to tell you something that what this man is saying is incorrect, if you give them the opportunity to engage with Yomi, he will then go back and do his research and realize that his assertions are wrong. But we are too quick to want to support, and when we do it blindly. I rest my mic.
Sorry, IT guy, can I just quickly say something? Look, MLH, let me tell you something. You see, personally, I wouldn't even bother myself about talking about any of this thing. But the thing is this: look, this Mohbad issue is really sorry. Can Swallow? Can you mute, please? There's this noise.
All right.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, the thing is this. Look, this Mohbad issue this case is really how will I put it? It has really affected people in a way that you can't explain it. And it's really becoming really emotional for people. And people, if you ask different people, it is because they can relate to what has happened to Mohbad. That's why they're in this thing. Like this man, one man was talking, this Eric something, one night, maybe 2 nights ago. And I could see that he was speaking from his heart because something happened to him. To him, that's sort of like he's having to deal with his own son and all that. But the thing is this: look, the way people are going about this justice for Mohbad, people are desperate. There is desperation to get this justice, and everybody wants this justice. To be honest, so now the thing is this: any slight opportunity, any slight thing, lead, people want to cling onto it. So if you tell them anything, they want to buy quickly. They won't even think because emotions are running. People are emotional. So look, for people to say that they are losing their jobs, their sources of income because of this case, that is to tell you that is becoming suicidal. It is becoming, they're going on another tangential now. So that is why we shouldn't encourage at this point. We shouldn't overlook things. When anybody is doing anything that will have some sort of effect, emotional trauma on people, let me tell you, you won't understand. Most people won't understand. Some people, this case, I just pray it's not going to take their lives at the end of the day, because a lot of people are so committed, they're so attached to the point that you can imagine someone with an underlying condition already. If at the end of the day they have poured money, some people are doing overtime, doing some crazy kind of job that you can never imagine, and they're pouring the money into this justice. And at the end of the day, those kind of people that are so attached, it will not be funny for them if they are disappointed. You see, the problem that I have with your Miss Mo is trying to say something that will make people dip in their hand into their pockets. By, several times he's told them, the way he talks about this justice, like in 2 weeks, he even give them time. Sometimes we say, and the thing is here, like the justice is here 2 weeks. Oh, the CCTV will be ready in 2 weeks. When you keep giving people this kind of timelines, when you know that you are not the judge, you are not the police that will investigate the matter, you are not the police that will prosecute the matter, and you're just telling them justice is here. And that is what people want to hear. Look, when I'm talking about this, it's because I know how the system works. I know how Nigeria system, the justice system works. How the police, how they go about everything, I know. I don't even need to come down to Nigeria to know every move that Yomi has made. And that is what I've always said. The noise that is creating, the old drama is good, so that the case will not die. But when you get to a point where you know that at this point, you have to be honest with people, come out and tell them this is what it is. It is no longer in my hand. The stand of Nigeria government is very clear. The stand of the police is very clear. The 3-second video, I want to know what is actually in the 10 minutes. But one thing is clear. We will never know, because the police, the stand is clear. Go anywhere, go to any other whatever, go to any other planet. They will never write to Apple. They won't do the needful. They are clear. So at this point, look, it's not the fact that Yomi traveled. If you look at so many things Yomi has said, I remember on a platform they were playing what he said before, and he said that the CCTV, the person who has who wanted to show him or to give him this whatever footage, that he almost showed him everything. He said he almost showed me everything. That's everything on that CCTV. Whatever footage that he was going to get from that person. Whereas that is not the case. Look, if you look at Yomi critically, don't be attached. Separate yourself, remove yourself. There is no way you will not see that. Like, I don't know how to put it, percentage. Now, I don't want to give percentage. You will dissect him and you will see that all of these things is doing. And the problem is it's affecting some people. Some people are not talking now. Some people they've gone quiet. But they are having trauma. This thing will traumatize people at the end of the day. They want justice for Mohbad so bad. And somebody is guaranteeing, is telling them, and then they're dipping money into their hands into their pocket, bringing money. At the end of the day, nothing. They're just moving within a circle.
Jack, can I ask you a question there?
Please go ahead.
Jack or aristocrat. I'm not too clear. Listening to you guys now, I'm beginning to think back that maybe I'm the one I didn't hear so well, or I heard it wrong. What I want to ask is it that, please correct me if I'm wrong, is it that your me did not see the CCTV, or he didn't? I thought he saw it. They showed it to him. He now said, "Okay, I'm coming back to get it." I'm not clear.
Mayegun, so basically, we all saw the video where he spoke to the neighbor, right? The
Yes,
video is online. He spoke to the
yes,
neighbor, and
yes,
then I believe they went inside. According
yes,
to what he's been telling us, they went inside and they talked about it.
yes.
Probably the guy showed him some, clips, or they talked about it that okay, he was there, he heard everything that happened, blah blah blah. But it has to be done legally for them to
No,
lift
no,
the
no,
charge.
no. Let's come back a little. Don't go far. You are at where I want. They showed him, so he saw what happened, right?
I believe so.
So he was convinced that yes, this.
No, no,
Chairman,
no, he
sorry.
didn't.
It
He
did not
didn't.
have enough time. Hold on. It did not have enough time. Did not have enough time to sit down 24 hours to watch every aspect of the videos. Yeah.
There you go.
Now, he
But
then
he saw
came
a part. He saw
recently.
a
He then,
part.
hold on, Chairman. He then came recently. He came recently on Lenchi's platform when we're trying to settle the fight between him and an African television, and that is when he revealed to us that the CCTV video was lifted. If you can find Very Wicked Lady will play it for you. The CCTV video was lifted, which means that they now have the CCTV video in their possession. So the missing link right now is how did what was lifted went rogue?
Yeah, it is possible. Maybe they got a wrong timing, but they could go back to the DVR and lift it again. Innit?
Chairman, no gege saying. Me, I know they like. No use possible. Use rational thinking.
No,
Rational
what I'm
thinking.
saying, if there's
What,
something
what,
in
what
the
is
DVR,
possible? What are you saying?
no, hold on.
He
If there's
said that is nothing. This was what he said. He came and said he was lifted. Yes, he has told people because he came. I watched that thing. He was being dramatic as usual. If you see it, he was creating that imagery as an actor, building a scene, a film for you. Everybody that listened there, their agitation, everybody was agitated, emotionally attacked. Oh, we have seen something. Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
go get that thing now. He said we need a professional to copy it. A professional go and copy it. Someone that had watched part of something. We know the area they will copy. And they followed each other. He went all the way. Wait, if that thing was not important, he will not take the pain to go and get court injunction to go and lift it. Are you getting what I'm saying? It means it's a serious matter. And for a court to grant you that injunction, they have also been convinced that what you want to get is very, very important to the case you presented. Correct. So the courts have acted accordingly. The presenter have acted accordingly. Correct. Now, Mr. Presenter, take them to what you have seen, that you have dramatized to people. If you see this, if you now take them there, you now went with a professional that was paid to do a job. The professional will go there, we then say, Oga, wait till you show me that day. It's from this day, this date to this date. They will copy it. And when they copy it as a professional, you see the way I think, I'm not a full IT person, but I'm into the ICT world. If you copy a small data from another system, what will you do? You take your storage device, you put it in your own device, you open it and review. Maybe your system have a software to play it or not. Maybe there is an error because copying something will take some time. It will be showing you the progression. Copy how many percentage, 3%. Now, you now took that into police. Police now find empty. The question is, percentage that was copied If there was nothing in it, it will be very fast. It will be copied. Then you will know there is an error. When you copied it, you should have previewed it, that your system can show it before you go and present it. You now got there. You now said, it is empty. Then there is a problem. The problem is this.
I have not seen a problem here. Let me tell you why.
Okay, you've seen a problem. You know why you've seen a problem. You know where I see. Wait, Chairman. You know where I saw a problem. I have had a preview of a material, and I came to the people and I sold it to my what do you call it? Members of the public who are the stakeholder, that this thing is this. They supported me, and I went to the authority to get an order to lift it. I believe in it, and I went to leave that thing. I am not a professional, and I told them I will take a professional to copy it, and a professional went there, and I paid the professional. Before I will pay the professional will go. It means that person have done the job satisfactorily. It means I myself, I have checked, whether I make other copies or not, it doesn't matter. Maybe due to law, whatever. But I've seen it myself. We now got to where we took it. They now said there is nothing inside.
And so what are you not supposed to do? Hold on.
What are you not supposed to do?
I wonder what his fault is there. He wasn't the one that lifted it, and it wasn't his fault.
Online, hold on. Online, hold on.
Hold on. You go to the police station. Oh, this thing is empty. Oh, maybe it's an error. Okay, give me 24 hours. Let me go back. Go back with
and get another one.
Go and do it again.
Baba, number one. Mayegun, let's put ourselves in this scenario. You know how important this material that was copied was. Sure, you understand? And you know the hanky-panky, the perception of your stakeholders regarding the people you are going to give it to. Yes or no?
Yes.
You know that there has been element of suppression. You know that before you copy that material, you had to go through the judiciary to get it done. Yes or no? Let me ask you, you as a person, when you get such material, what should be your defense and security mechanism? Should you just have a copy?
First of all, if I have that material on site, I will play it on my own device to ensure that I've gotten the material.
That's the right thing. Number two.
Yes. Number two, I will preserve the material on my own as a backup.
In case
anything happens to add this, I will definitely store it. I will personally store it.
Chairman, leave the rest.
Personally
if that did not happen, Chairman, this is my own graph. If that does not happen, which means the vigor from beginning of identifying the material and the stress you went to go and get a police court order.
I have gone to court to
at the end of the day, you now got what you wanted.
I want to be sure that whatever I have, I want to be sure that since I've gotten a court order, I can't play with such material. I will not play with it. Perhaps maybe the police system, whatever the police is using to review, they don't have the software to review it, whatever. It could be.
They can even suppress it and say they've lost it. If I can
view it on my own system, I'll carry my system there and say, okay, okay, if your own system no dey work or you don't get the software, see my own. Oh yeah, let's watch it from here. I would definitely preserve that evidence, preserve it with everything I've got in my life.
Chairman, let me give you another example. I am fighting a corrupt management, and I discovered fraud, and I got the evidence, and they asked me to come and present it, and they said they don't have it. What will I do? Won't I have backup in case?
I said I will just tell them 24 hours.
The one I gave to you, you said it has disappeared. I will tell you before you destroy it. I have multiple, so do what you have to do. Why? Because there could be error. You can't rely on one because you might not be able to get it again from that source. But if that is not done, maybe it was an innocent omission. But this is all I'm saying. We are not God. We are not perfect. Maybe it was an innocent omission. But let's just admit that we made an error. Let's move forward. But my grouse is this: defending that error and finding reason that it was the right thing to do. That for me is the error.
Aristocrat.
Don't defend it. Just leave
do
it.
You need? I don't know if I'm correct, but do you need a professional to copy from a DVR to a hard disk?
Wait.
Something I do that every time in my own DVR.
Baba, wait. No.
Move it.
No. Baba, you might need it because you understand the sensitivity of the material. And you know, probably you copy it. Maybe you are not used to such thing. So in order for you not to give room for error, you got a professional. I clap for you. Why professional now copied it? Why won't you also do the due diligence that you use from beginning to go to court to get professional understanding the sensitivity of the material, and it now disappear? You don't even have a backup copy. You don't even have what are we talking about now? What are we talking about? Leave this material, leave this matter. For me, I truly, I don't have problem with all these things. But all I'm saying is this: don't let us be defending error. Let's admit, people will play that. There are people in this justice for Mohbad that are supporting the money contributed. Some will say, Shebi, they've done the autopsy. They spend the money, no, will come out well, no. And it's okay. But my guess is, don't now come and be defending that error. Leave it the way it is. We don't make error. We don't make it. Otilo. But coming and defending error, no. You are bullshitting me. You are spitting on my face. You are continuously telling me I am dumb and I'm dumber than I started to engage with you. And I can't do that. I won't do that. And that is why I always stay away from all these arguments. You stay away from this argument because at the end of the day, you remain dumber than you. I am dumb, but if I start this kind of engagement, I will be dumber than I was when I joined the engagement. And I want to be wiser. So I'm going to leave it.
I would have loved MLH. Maybe if MLH could start defending President Tinubu in whatever he does and never criticize the government or governors of any state, because MLH is a very good
I'm not a politician, so
you don't have to be a politician to defend a good work.
Well, I must have seen something good that is done before I can.
Has Tinubu done anything good?
Let's not go into that, please.
It's all right. It's okay. But to be sincere, anyway, whatever happens, I think you can always go back. I'll just say, give me 24 hours. Let me go back and do it again and copy it again. It's as simple as that. Yes, sir.
Kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín.
Àṣẹ Èdùmàrè bàbá.
Aristocrats, kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín. You guys have been like, let me say, the top man on this justice. Who know? Now who know? And who no go know. But I know sometimes they don't like the way we talk. But me, I don't have choice. The way I talk, I will talk. Tẹ́bá máa sunkún, lẹ́ máa sunkún. Tẹ́bá máa pariwo, lẹ́ máa pariwo. The other day, when I was talking about the movement where Baba Mohbad is making it fucked up, they were like, who is this fucking guy? Why is he talking like this? The man is not your Messiah. He's not who we want. It's not what we planned for. We did not plan for him to make him rich or to inherit his son. Our own plan is for his son legacy. Like, his son have to get a better justice. He shouldn't die like that. Because I know who I am. Tí bá ń sọ̀rọ̀, ẹlòmíà máa ń pe talent tó ń sọ̀rọ̀. Because èmi kàn mọ owó èèyàn tí mo jẹ́. Èmi ò dẹ̀ gbàdúrà kí irú ẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi. Kò dégbò ń pé kó wá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹni tí mo súnmọ́ àbẹ́ni tí mo mọ̀ gan àtẹni tí mo tún wá mọ̀. No one else is happy. I'm not happy about his death. Because the day tí mo wọnú gbọ̀ngàn mo ò sunkún, omi ò jábọ́ lójú mi náà, màkà wáì. Ó jẹ́ jẹ́ pé ìgbà tí mo ń gbórin ẹlòmíì tí mo ń ronú pé mo wà lórí platform, òkun dẹ̀ ń jábọ́ lójú mi. Kí ló sún mi débẹ̀? Kò yé mi. His feelings. Ó dẹ̀ dùn mí gan. Mo tún wá wò ó pápápápá pé àárín àwọn wo ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Ó tún wá já àárín àwọn tó jẹ́ pé àwọn tiẹ̀ náà ni. How will you feel? Tó jẹ́ pé àwọn tó súnmọ́, àwọn tó gbẹ́kẹ̀lé, àwọn tó fojú jọ, àwọn tó fẹ̀yìntì, wọ́n tún wá já ẹ bọ́. Kò wá sẹ́nibọ́dì kó lè dúró fún ẹ. Bàbá, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbàgbé gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń ṣe yìí o. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ́mọ yìí ó lọ fà.
Yeah, we understand that feeling, and that's what has brought every one of us into this matter. Honestly, this is this emotion that has brought a lot of people that are not hitherto a social media person into this matter. The feelings of, no, this is injustice. Something is wrong somewhere.
It's wrong. There's something
wrong somewhere, and that's why we are where we are today. Okay, and you know, in the past few months that we've been on this matter, there has been so many things going on in and out, just to try to unlock and to unravel what happened to this young man. That's why we are here, and that does not mean that we should be blindfolded when we see a wrong thing or a right thing. We call up Baba Mohbad several times because we felt something is not correct. Okay, so if in this movement as well we see any frontliner, any fighter also, Guresi is the most called out. Let me put it that way in this movement, simply because we are pointing out to him, guy, what you are doing is wrong. You are not.
Sir, you all knows that. We all know all these things.
And so if we can do that to people like that, so can't we? So is there anybody that should be a sacred cow?
But many people among you guys give them the opportunity to make a way and disrupt the justice, man.
How?
Àwọn kan ló ń support nǹkan tó yẹ kó máa sọ. How tẹ̀sán yẹn ló yẹ kí n fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ má bínú.
Yeah, no, it's true. See, I appreciate them that they are on ground. And that's why a lot of people queue behind them.
They are not on ground. They are on ground for another mission.
Okay, I don't know that, but they are on ground. All of us are, in fact, a lot of us are everywhere around the globe. We cannot all be in had it been all of us are in the country, maybe something would have been different. Okay? All of us
you're right.
Let us say 98% of justice fighters are not on ground. 98%. So we only rely on few people that are available and we could see what has been happening to those people on ground. Some have been arrested, some have been maligned, some have been, so it has really polarized.
Bàbá mi kò sẹ́nibody tó fẹ́ face justice ní gbogbo àwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn báyìí. No one of them is going to face justice.
And that's why from what Yomi has done, in my own view, I could see
let me tell you one thing, Baba.
He's on the right. He's doing some things to put us out there. Do you want to talk about the conference he has done? The first conference, the second conference.
Who is that?
Yomi now. The noise
no.
Yomi, the noise about the 3 seconds. I think those are the things that is still keeping the movement
Yomi will try, but.
So, but if he has done something wrong as well, the same way we've said he has tried, it's the same way we say, oh, Baba, hey, this way where you go. No.
Sorry, Baba.
And that is the way to improve. Yeah,
excuse to this say. Ní problem tá ní nínú justice yẹn. Èèyàn tó ń ṣe rere tó ń ṣe dáadáa tẹ wá ń wá excuse àbí fuck up ẹ̀. ṣe kọ́kọ́ wo rere tó máa ṣe yẹn náà àfi tó bá stop ọjọ́ tó bá stop rere yẹn òun ni a máa padà lẹ́yìn kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ tèmi nìyẹn. Forget about him. At least Yomi have brought some things which legal team have never brought up. I've not even seen any fucking thing.
Don't even talk of that legal team.
What have they brought? What have they said? Kill out is so, kill out is shit, kill out is
because of from Yomi now, somebody is already facing trial.
That is it.
That we even thought maybe from there something might happen and they will
and it's going to happen.
And something may happen that it will spill the beans around that area. You know.
Maegun, let me tell you one thing. It depends on the lawyer that or talk. Toba Basogo, Toba be a question nowhere. O ma jabo abiko fun are so pe okay won mo pa mo. Ebe láyé ti ba. Nǹkan tó bá fi lè mú statement jáde pé mo mo pa o, ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ ayé ti bàjẹ́ nìyẹn.
But okay, now listen to this, because I think from Paparano yesterday, I got to understand that Yomi's petition against Damola has not been attended to till today. So what is going on? MLH, what is going on? What is Yomi giving us update on that? What is going on with that?
So why
is Yomi? Sorry, why is police not attending? Yes.
Let him come back. Okay. He has his strategy. He just wants to secure his son. He said on his show, on his live, that he's coming back. So let him come back and then we'll see what's gonna happen. Right?
Okay. I heard that yesterday. I thought that was why this guy is in court. I was now
Mama, you know one thing
properly yesterday. That
I beg now just tell this one thing. You see one thing about it, like if you want to face case, you face case. I don't do case many, but if you want to face case, you face case. You don't petition this person, you have to follow up. You need to know the date. Ọjọ́ wo ló máa appear. Tó bá máa wá, tí ó bá ní wá, ọjọ́ wo ló máa gbé wá sí court, you got to know.
No, Shorty ẹ ti assign matter yẹn gan.
That is it now.
Shorty assign next, IPO.
It's not about.
I don't know much about it.
Normally, say ẹ jẹ́ kí n já ẹni kíní kan. Ẹ̀rọ ọlọ́pàá máa fún yín petition, ó máa dì í mú ni. Sàkáàdì.
Ó máa mówó lẹ̀ ni. Tó bá mówó lẹ̀ wọ̀ sí.
Tó bá ti mówó lẹ̀ tó dẹ̀.
Tó bá ti mówó lẹ̀ wọ̀ ní ṣíṣe ni lórí. Ó máa jù lẹ́sẹ̀ lọ́wọ́.
Ayẹyẹdà ṣe máa pé follow up yẹn owó ló máa tẹ̀lé o.
Owó ni o competition ò fowó sí.
So ìgbà tẹ́lẹ̀ mi máa sọ pé Yẹ̀mí kó jẹ́ ó ṣe kíní kan, máa kọ́ máa wò wọ́n ni.
Owó competition yìí ló drop money, that petition no go go anywhere.
Kàtẹ́ máa rò yẹn, Yomi gan ẹ tún wá rí opportunity láti máa gán Yomi iṣẹ́. Àgbàlagbà tó náà gọ rẹ̀ bí nànàmú ẹ tún rí opportunity láti máa ránṣẹ́ pé òkè lọ ṣe nǹkan báyìí ẹ dẹ̀bi òkè aláyé ẹ lọ ṣe nǹkan báyìí gbáhùn nǹkan báyìí jáde lọ́wọ́. You give petition out, you know how many months tó ti petition tó náà gbọ́ pé wọ́n petition Wunmi is doing fine and which is very cool. We did not hear anything. Ta ló gbọ́ pé arrest Wunmi? Ta ló gbọ́ pé Wunmi or assign wá sí court? We don't have to be doing this now. I mean, we need to change things.
Wait. Who petition Wunmi?
Ṣé kí ló ń pokọ Yomi opposition?
I don't think so. I don't know.
You see, that's why we say, right, when people talk about Baba Mohbad on things the man didn't really do well, I think it's just to agree, right, that, oh yeah, truly, I mean, there might have been some shortcomings, yes, this and that, and then just jump to the other things he has done well, where you can better defend him, you can do that. But whenever something is so blatant, it's so clear, right, and you are trying to defend it, it's just like I'm saying 1 + 1 is 2, and somebody is saying 1 + 1 is 19.
So how do you prove 1 + 1 is 19? So then, even if somebody cannot argue, that moment they will stand and argue it, and to make it look like they are faulting everything that that he's been doing. Not that they are faulting everything that Yomi has been doing. I mean, anyone shouldn't do that. But there are some things that people bring out of him, and when they mention those things, because don't forget that people don't like Yomi, who don't just like Yomi because they feel like him being here is just like taking money owned by Jello. I think it was Baba that said so. Okay. Baba said so against African TV. By Jello on me. All right. So what makes you think that that is not the same reason why Baba is against Yomi Fabi? How can Baba in the first place be against Yomi Fabi? That's where everything went wrong. If anybody is dragging Jack right now, how about Baba Mohbad, who himself is against Yomi Fabi?
Why should he even against someone fighting for the soul of his son? Why?
Right now, we are still on media. All right? Mohbad or no Mohbad, we are still here.
Yeah,
Mohbad case will go. We are still here. In fact, about Mohbad very soon, we'll never even talk about this case again, but we will still be here. Do you understand? You can't change that. You cannot tell the public what to do. We are gossipers. We are this. It is our man. We can talk whatever. We can spend our time on anything we want to. If we get hungry, we will leave here. We'll go. We'll come back if we have the time again. Because it's nobody's business. It's nobody's business. The most important thing: how are you benefiting from what we are doing? Mentioning your son's name alone and advocating for him to get justice. That is huge for any family. That is huge for any family. But all of these things were disregarded and petty things was pursued. I don't know what's going on right now.
Why do you think Baba is against Yomi? Because I can't fathom it. Why?
Wait now.
Baba said he's looking for justice. Hold on. Baba said he's looking for justice. Yomi said he's looking for justice. Is that not 2 raised to power 2?
There's a commonality there.
Exactly. So why should I now antagonize you for looking for what I'm looking for?
You understand? But you see where I have issue, right? Where I had issue with Baba, understand, this gang, right? You know that, right? And it told a thief who understand that he's a thief and probably saw someone else stealing. All right? He may want to mind his business, not to report the person. You understand? Even if there exists conflict of interest, even if there exists conflict of interest between 2 thieves, whereby, let's say right now, somebody is a drug dealer, which is, not a good business, which is, a bad thing to do. It's a crime. Somebody's into drugs, and now another person is into the same drugs. They're working together. One is a master, the other one is like an apprentice. So the master sent the apprentice to go do something, to go deliver the product. The apprentice delivered the product and did not come back for the money. It will be difficult for the boss to report the apprentice to the police. He will not do that. Even if the apprentice did what is wrong, they won't report each other. So, you see, criminals, they don't take at each other. You understand? What they can do, they may want to use, the power. If they have friends in the police, they may want to use that person to just punish you. Just arrest the person, punish the person, like that. Now, when it comes to Baba, Baba gang, when I say Baba gang, they're like a gang, the way they operate. They come for somebody. Even when they are wrong, they keep coming. One thing I observe is this. When Yomi talked about that CCTV camera, I swear to Almighty God, even if I don't believe Muyiwa, on that CCTV camera, I will still believe Muyiwa more than Yomi Fabi. I don't just see how it's making sense to me. All right, when Yomi Fabi came and said Baba Mohbad was the only person he gave his address, and then Yomi Fabi, and then with Muyiwa that they sent somebody there, they sent somebody to go get the camera, to go get the evidence, and then the person went to hack someone else, went to hack the sender of the evidence, went to hack their phone, and then send their date of birth, send their age, send their real name, send their house at their previous house address, send everything to them. It's not making sense to me. Okay, he sent everything to them. Now, all of those things were said on Muyiwa. Muyiwa knows on his head whether these things were correct or not. Muyiwa is supposed to act. If I'm Muyiwa, I'll petition Yomi on that basis. I want clarity. But because Muyiwa to know that they are not in for justice, they are just like criminals. You understand? Muyiwa knows in his head that he's not a clean person, his hand is not clean. That's why no matter how you accuse Muyiwa today, you drag him, you go for him, they all care about what they want to benefit. That's why I tell you at one point, I said, take hammer, beat Baba Mohbad in the head, wipe him in his head, hammer like this, and put food in his mouth. In fact, this thing is hungry me to eat now. One minute. So I said, even if you take hammer, hit Baba Mohbad in his head, this Mohbad father, hit him hammer in his head, the man is stupid. When you see people drag him, call him stupid, the man is stupid as well. He doesn't have that sense of maturity first and discipline and life discipline. It's just like maybe all those, wretched, useless men that just grow up, like just behaving, they think by doing their hand like this and wearing white garment is what makes them a nice person. No. What makes you a person? You have to act when you have to act. When you have to be silent, you have to be silent. You have to have understanding. As you grow, you need to grow with understanding. You not grow with understanding, you become foolish. It's somebody that you hit him hammer in his head and put food in his mouth. He will still take the food and eat. A person with shame will not. You are destroying me, you are breaking my head and you are putting food in my mouth. Just like you are biting me and you are blowing it. And I'm okay with that. I will stop you. Do you understand? Before you see me start coming with those things, right? Initially, you will hardly see me speak to them like this. Because they don't care. It is the money that they want to scam out of the public. That is what matters to them. There are some people, right? They value their name so much. You can't even talk to them without them writing a letter, petition of defamation. Even as I'm talking here right now, there are some person, if Bamba was a responsible person, he would have even sued me or charged me. Not even me. How about all this anti-justice who did it and go scot-free? Who came after him and go scot-free? It's because that is not even he doesn't care about name or no name. Highest he will do is he will be swearing. Thunder will strike anybody that is eating off Mohbad, who does not want him to eat. That he too is Baba Mohbad. We are not saying you should not eat. What belongs to everybody, don't eat it. People have been gifting you car, giving you everything you want. Be okay with that. Be okay with that. The one that is not your own, don't put your eye in it. They didn't contribute money to Access Bank for Muyiwa, Grace and Baba Mohbad to spend it. They did not. All that December 2023, we're trying to make Baba relevant. Call him Father of the Year. The man is nice. The man is good. You have to really stay with somebody. Sometimes if you don't stay with somebody and you decide to make them, to overvalue them, believe me, you mess up your good value. People who see you for something good, they begin to see you as a foolish person like that, because the person you're standing in for, when the person starts misbehaving, and they'll be watching the person, because they say, show me your friend, I'll tell you who they are. Once they see the way the person is misbehaving, believe me, they'll just believe that's how stupid you are too. I expected a man we are fighting for. We got him a lawyer. If Baba Mohbad need 2, 3, 4, 5 lawyers today, we probably will give him lawyer, because we care, we want the best. But does he want the best for himself? Imagine I am the one with my reasoning. I'm in a situation like this, and I understand how much people care about me and the love they have for me. Wouldn't I behave myself and put myself in a good condition, and that is respect myself and behave normal and be fine with everybody? The man start belonging to a group. He will go to Confi. He will be in Confi. He will attack another host. Tell me what the man. You know how long Olori Ebi stood for Baba Mohbad? Olori Ebi offended me. Arifa himself offended me because of Baba Mohbad. Today, where did the man throw them? In the trash. In the trash. They got so many enemies because of Baba Mohbad. Do you know so? Where the man is even supposed to behave like an elderly man and come in and settle things, right? You'll be surprised. No wonder women disrespect him. How can this man even settle between 2 or 3 people? How can he do that? Now we can even understand the kind of family he runs. How he used to be between Mohbad, the mother, all of them. From the way he acted in just Mohbad. Even after all the knowledge, exposure that he got just Mohbad.